Yeah, the CEO killer. Hey, that's a great segue, actually. Speaking of the CEO killer, I actually have some news in regards to that. Now, I know people don't like to, some people in Hokage Highlights don't like me to get political or anything like that on the stream, but this actually pertains to gaming. So I'm going to talk about it on stream. But before we do, friendly reminder that I am giving away a Steam Deck in the month of December 2024. If you want to enter the giveaway, click the link that's pinned to the top of the chat. If you're on YouTube, first of all, hit the like button. But the link to the giveaway is at the top of the chat. Just follow the instructions. It's totally free to enter. You only got to do one thing. All right, let's get back to it. I'm glad you brought that up because that was a perfect segue. You threw the oop. I'm about to dunk it. I was looking for something to talk about today on stream, and this came across my timeline, and I said, I cannot believe it. Now, for those of you unaware, probably mainly people who are not from the United States, because this is one of the biggest stories in the United States. Gotham, the Batman, is real. We have had, some people would call him a villain. Some people would call him a martyr, a hero, depending on who you ask. We've had an entire villain arc going on here in the United States. There was a gentleman that they believe is named Luigi Margione, I think, that assassinated the CEO of United Healthcare. Now, if you're not American, why is this a big deal? Because here in the United States, you guys laugh at us all the time. I know outside countries, if you travel, you'll know they laugh at us. We do not have universal health care. We have an insurance type system. And you would think if you pay for your insurance, when you go to the doctor, the insurance will cover it, right? Wrong. Here in the United States, because regulations are very loose, these CEOs, these executives have been able to abuse their power, and they end up denying a lot of claims because of preconditions, or because also I read that specifically with United Healthcare, they have an AI bot that doesn't work and it declines claims 90% of the time. So a lot of times there are people that go to the hospital and don't get the care that they need, or they do and they can't afford the bill because they will not pay for it like they're supposed to, and people end up going bankrupt. For those unaware, the average American is only $500 away from going bankrupt. Usually people cannot afford a medical bill. That's because our system is completely fucked up. And somebody got tired of it. Somebody got tired of it. Matter of fact, yo, shout out to Doge Eric with the sub. Let me, before I even get into this story, let me give you my story. Let me give you my story about how fucked this is where, I mean, like, as an American, you know the healthcare system is fucked up. But last year I had, but like, are you truly conscious of it until something happens? Last year I had my real like wake up call about how fucked up this shit is, right? So for those unaware, I got to shoot a reality TV show last year. It didn't come out. It was a pilot. It failed. Doesn't matter. That's beside the point. It was a 24/7 reality TV show. It was live streaming on Twitch all day. We lived in a mansion in the country of Malta. For people who don't know geography, Malta is an island nation off the coast of Italy. And they had 20 cameras inside of a mansion. It was something streamer house or something like that. It was like the real world for streamers, right? So I fly out to Malta and I get there and I get sick. The reason I got sick was because I have sinus issues. If you sit in the stream, you know, my sinuses be fucked up all the goddamn time. I be having a stuffy nose like randomly, whatever. I get to Malta, and within like a day, I felt my body. I was like, oh no, I was getting sick. My sinus, so like the altitude or like the air, I don't know, the air conditions there in Malta are just different compared to here in the United States. And my body was not ready for it. And I could barely breathe. And I ended up getting like a crazy sinus infection. I was coughing and sneezing. I had like blood coming out my nose and shit like that. And I felt genuinely bad because I got flown out. They paid for everything. I got flown out there to shoot this TV show, and now I'm sick right before it's time to start filming. So here's my healthcare story. They felt bad. They understood. And what happened was some of the show's producers took me downtown to this area we're at in Malta, and I got to go to the hospital. This is where I'm bringing it all together. This is my healthcare story. We get to this hospital. I check in, I sign my name. I let them know I'm American. They asked me if I have health insurance here in Malta. I said no. No, they asked me if I was a Maltese citizen, and I said no. So then they were like, you're uninsured. And then back in my head, because I'm American, I'm thinking, oh, fuck, I'm in this country where I'm uninsured. I don't know if this show is going to cover it. I don't know if they have the budget for it, right? Within 15 minutes after signing in, I get to see the doctor. The doctor gives me a full-blown checkup, da-da-da-da-da-da. They say, yeah, it's just the atmosphere fucking with your system. It's probably going to take like a week for your body to adjust to it. You're going to have to thug it out. But in the meantime, I'm going to prescribe you these meds to help clear out your system. And your body should eventually get to it, but you shouldn't be scared. It's nothing too serious. It's just an adjustment for your body. I was like, cool. So he writes me the prescription and he sends me on his way after about spending a total of 30 to 45 minutes. And it was like 15 minutes waiting for the doctor and then like another 20, 30 just actually talking to the doctor, right? Gives me my prescription. I walk out back to the front desk. They asked to see the receipt of what the doctor prescribed. And they said, okay, you don't got health insurance. This is how much it's going to cost to see the doctor. Take a guess, chat, how much it costs for me, an American, not a Maltese citizen, to see the doctor. You said less than 200. Give me a number. Said 45, 50. None of y'all are close. Oh, I seen one person. All right. It cost me $15 to see the doctor with no fucking insurance. It cost me another $5 to get the prescription from the fucking pharmacy. When I tell you, I remember I was talking to the producer. I turned to the producer. I was like, what the fuck? I said, fuck America, bro. I was like, this is great. It cost $5 to get my prescription nasal spray. We was in and out. Within like 3-4 days, I was feeling better. That's when I really the system is fucked up. But that's that moment where my brain turned. I was like, what the fuck, bro? This is nice. Imagine if I would have had, if I was actually from Malta, it would have been free. You said TBH is not suicidal. So I bring it back to this. There are a lot of people in the United States that are getting fucked over by these fucking health insurance companies. We pay our hard-earned money, and if we're sick, we're expected to be treated. Yeah, America's ghetto. And that just does not happen over here due to loose regulations. And I think the beauty of this situation is a lot of times in the United States, it's left versus right, when really the real issue in the United States is it's the rich versus the poor. It's the elites versus the working class. And I think this situation kind of awoken a lot of people in America to where motherfuckers is like, all right, we don't agree on this, that, and the third. But one thing we all can agree on, we are tired of this shit. And that's my favorite thing about this situation. Sometimes a nigga need to get clapped for people to finally understand. Do you feel like this situation will spark more uprise? I'm not going to speak nothing into existence. But I am glad that I'm talking about, I've been seeing videos of like, y'all know who Ben Shapiro is, that fucking weasel. There's a video Ben Shapiro uploaded where he tried to make it about how the left are celebrating and they're evil. He tried to make it a left versus right set. Go to Ben Shapiro's YouTube channel. First of all, do it on, put your web browser on private because you don't want that nigga in your fucking algorithm. But even in his comment section, his audience is calling him out. They're like, shut the fuck up, bro. Your privilege is showing. I was like, yes, they're fucking getting it, bro. Matt Walsh too. All them niggas, bro. People are turning. People are tired of this shit, bro. People are tired of this shit. And what ended up happening is I looked into this. Apparently this dude, Luigi, his mom was sick. She had kind of some type of like nerve issues. And he kept getting denied. The mom kept getting denied. And this man decided to do something about it. This man caught the CEO of United Healthcare at like 6:30 in the morning and clapped his ass and did a walk down mission. Now where am I going with that? Because I went on a whole tangent. I'm not trying to get super political about this shit. I saw she had chronic back pain. Yeah, shit is real. So where am I going with this? Ladies and gentlemen, since I've been a kid, one of the most tired reoccurring arguments has been that gaming is the main cause of the youth violence. And the mainstream media is now trying to paint this narrative that this man, they didn't say it was video games, but they're definitely insinuating it in this article because I read this one. They're insinuating that video games might have played a role into why Luigi, assassinated the United Healthcare CEO. Which goes back to what I said, why I say I don't like any of these people. Because if you watch the news, which by the way, CNN, MSNBC's, their ratings are in the tank. Because people are starting to realize, even they are sitting on fucking television talking about, oh, this is a man with a family. Da, da, da. This man is responsible for killing more people in the United States than we could probably imagine. Yeah, I'm getting on my pedestal right now. And you got left channels like fucking CNN and MSNBC trying to get us to sympathize with this shit. Fuck out of here, dude. That's when you start to see they not on our side either. Those channels, those elite leftists, that's why I said it's the elite versus the working class is the fucking issue. I was never suicidal, by the way. So their ratings are in the fucking tank. And now they're trying to spin this to where they're saying gaming was a part of the problem. Let's read it along. Let's read along. Extremely ironic suspect in United Healthcare CEO slaying played video game killer friend recalls. Why the fuck would you write this article? Luigi, who was arrested and charged with murder in the shooting death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, once belonged to a group of Ivy League gamers who played a... Yo, shout out to Saint with the sub. Appreciate you. Once belonged to a group of Ivy League gamers who played Assassins, a member of the group told NBC News. In the game called Among Us. In the game called Among Us, some players are secretly assigned to be killers in space who perform other tasks while trying to avoid suspicion from other players. You said, ain't no way. This is why we bring articles up, because if I just started talking about this story, I swear to God, you niggas would think I was trolling. This is a true story from fucking NBC. Alejandro Romero, who attended the University of Pennsylvania with Mijon Luigi and was a member of the same Discord group, said he was shocked when news broke on social media that Luigi had been taken into police custody. I just find it extremely ironic that, you know, we were in this game and that you could actually be a true killer among us, he said. As soon as his photo and name popped up on Twitter, my friend texted me asking if I knew him, and then either I was calling some 10 or more friends. Oh, wait. And then 10 or friends were calling me, Romero added. I didn't speak to anybody today or who wasn't already aware of what had happened. Among Us is a child-friendly whodunit game in which a group of friends run around several space station-like maps. The crewmates who are simply drawn cards. Yeah, we know what the fuck it is. The intent of the game, one member is a killer and attempts to off the other crewmates. The death animations are silly and shown as someone getting stabbed in the back or having their neck snapped. Once a body is discovered, a crewmate reports it, and a conversation ensues to deduce who the gamers think committed the crime. If they're wrong, an innocent player will be ejected into a humorous animation of them floating into space. If they're right, the crewmates win. If the killer gets all the crewmates or gets all the innocent ones ejected, they win. The game is wildly popular, especially during the pandemic, and particularly among young children because of its simple mechanics, colorful cartoonist nature, and unpredictability. The game is so beloved by younger gamers, dressing as a crewmate is often a popular children's costume at Halloween. Luigi, 26, was arrested Monday morning in a McDonald's restaurant at Altoona, Pennsylvania after an employee spotted him, which, by the way, can I wild out for a moment, chat? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think this nigga was gonna get caught. I thought America was gonna be on code. I didn't think nobody was gonna say nothing. If he did get caught, it would be his own. I didn't think a snitch would get him.
I love that Catwoman is black now. I love a curvy chocolate queen who isn't afraid to rob me after fucking me to sleep. I'd eat every bit of that ass up. I mean, thanks for the bits.
Yo, shout out to Mag with the sub, appreciate it. But I didn't expect a McDonald's employee. To snitch. That's interesting. Now, would I be an ass? They putting up 50,000 for his arrest? Yeah, I know. I'm going to get to that. Now, would I be an ass if I said this? Let's go off what you just said in the chat. For those unaware, the FBI or the CIA or somebody, some Fed group, they put up a $50,000 cash prize, and there's a $10,000 cash prize in New York City. So a total of $60,000 of cash prizes for anybody who snitched on this nigga, right? The problem is there was a very specific way you had to submit the info. You had to call the FBI tip line to get the 50,000. The McDonald's employee apparently dialed 911 to snitch. So now they're saying that this fucking snitch might not even get the 50,000. Now, this is the part where I say, would I be wrong for wilding out and saying this? No disrespect to anybody who works at McDonald's, feeds their family, get your money. I'm not mad at that. But to this particular employee right here, not only did you snitch on this nigga, but you didn't read the instructions correctly. So I can argue, I see why you work at McDonald's. You couldn't follow basic instructions. The wanted poster said, dial the FBI. Here's the number. You dialed 911. So you snitched. You snitched and you failed. That's 2 L's. So I can see how you ended up at McDonald's. That's all I'm gonna say. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Fucking embarrassing. And you know the worst part is, I also read, apparently, that McDonald's that person works at, yeah, he failed an open book test. That McDonald's that person works at in Pennsylvania is getting review bombed on Yelp. Everybody's leaving 1 stars and people are leaving reviews saying they got rats in the kitchen. I'm not gonna lie, yo, that shit is fucking funny, dude. That shit is fucking funny. They said they got rats in the kitchen, dog. Look it up. This is a true story. This shit is one of the best. Yo, Cat Williams set this shit off. This is one of the best stories in 2024, man. Whoever wrote that review that they got rats in the kitchen, give that nigga the 50K. That shit is a funny ass joke. This is not a funny situation. This is very serious. This is a deeper conversation about what's going on in the country. But that shit is fucking funny. I'm not gonna lie. That shit is fucking funny. Did you see Drake's op list? Don't nobody care about that nigga op list, bro. That's a 40-year-old man. I'm not talking about no 40-year-old man with an op list. We talking about real ops right here. Police found a firearm believed to have been 3D printed and a handwritten document on Luigi that speaks to both his motivation and mindset. The New York Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch said in his news conference.
Can afford rent.
Yo, shout out to Helmer with the sub. Yeah, nobody talking about the nigga beefing with Stacey. I don't care about all the evidence that they found and shit. Here's the last thing I'm gonna say on this situation, man. So why did they write this article? They do this shit every fucking time, bro. And this is why NBC, CNN, MSNBC, all y'all fucking channels are in the dumps when it comes to viewership. People are they're going to YouTube. They're going to Twitch. They're going to TikTok to get their information now because people are sick of this shit, dude. This is about, yeah, somebody died. The nigga murdered a bunch of people. It is what it is, man. I believe in you reap what you sow. Instead of having an actual conversation about why this happened, we're now having a conversation. Because why the fuck did you write this article, Alicia? Why did you write this article? In this article, it doesn't straight up say, oh, because he played Among Us, that means he was more likely to kill people. But you definitely are trying to sway and manipulate people. You're trying to insinuate something here. I played plenty of games where you kill people. We played Marvel Rivals last night. I clapped a lot of niggas with Captain America. I still don't want to kill anybody. Can we stop this fucking argument? Yeah, just read. Like, does your arm hurt, Alicia Victoria Alonso? Does your arm hurt? Does your shoulder hurt? She hit the what's the yoga flame with the stretchy shit, like douse him. Like, god damn, dude. Definitely a smear campaign. Let's get back to having a real conversation about what's going on in the country. I think the bare positive thing to come out of this is like people are starting to wake up and there's a level of class consciousness going on. This is not the left versus the right. It's the up versus the down. People are getting sick of this shit. Arm got hurt from all that reach. And this is a goofy ass article, bro. And this is why people say journalism is dead. Y'all just doing shit for fucking clicks. Get this shit the fuck out of here. This is why niggas are going independent media. They going independent, bro. So that's my little pseudo political story, as well as my story about my experience with European healthcare. And like, I've always had the stance like, hey, you gotta raise my taxes a little bit so that everybody can go to the doctor. I'm cool with that. I'm personally cool with that. It doesn't bother me. It's not so bad. Trust me. Not so bad. I think a lot of times what these politicians do is they try to create these fucking false stories, not even having any firsthand experience. Oh, if we have this certain style of healthcare, that means you're going to have to wait in crazy lines. Have y'all been to the hospital recently? The last time I went to the fucking emergency room, I had to wait 2 hours before I saw a doctor, and I'm insured. Sitting there with pink eye. Sitting there with my Ray-Bans looking like Ray Charles, hoping nobody comes near me because I don't want to infect anybody. That was to go to the emergency room, by the way. Such a bad argument. Yeah, they love to be like, oh, in Canada, you got to wait extra. Like, bro, I went to the healthcare in Malta. I waited 15 minutes for the doctor. Get the fuck out of here. They use fear tactics to get people. Don't fall for that shit. Problem is we pay taxes is mishandled or we're spending more money. Oh yeah, they did an audit on the Pentagon. Apparently them niggas lost like $800 million. That's what people, Americans should be mad about that. How do you lose $1 billion, Pentagon? That's what people should be mad about. I paid for that. I waited 2 months for an eye routine appointment with Kaiser. Shit is horrible. Shit is fucking horrible. So I hope this leads to something, man. I hope this leads to a deeper conversation of what's going on in America. Oh, by the way, this is the last thing I'm going to say about this too. I think another funny thing to come out of this situation too is, I don't know if y'all seen, but since the United Healthcare CEO got clapped, now other CEOs of major companies are fearing for their lives. Like I saw Chipotle raise the price of their food by 10% and people were like, where's the CEO? I didn't say that. I'm just telling you what I read online. People are like, where's the CEO? They're pulling CEOs off of the websites. Now, let me tell y'all dumbasses something, right? Not y'all in the chat. I'm talking to the CEOs. Listen, what's on the internet is on the internet forever. Just because you pulled the CEO off the website doesn't mean I can't ask AI who the fucking... It's public knowledge. It has to be. You could ask AI. You could ask Google. You can go on the Internet Archive and look at an older version of a goddamn web page. Instead of trying to duck the smoke, why don't you come out and say, you know what? This is a really good opportunity to come out and be like, yo, we heard the people. We're going to do better. This is a great opportunity to do that. But instead, they still want to continue to skim money off the top. Fuck them, bro. I just Googled that shit. It's real. It's real. For real, my boss sent the company-wide email saying now's the time for healing. Fuck all that healing, bro. And they're publicly traded companies, so the information has to be out there. Yep, we on y'all asses. If we can all get on the same page about this healthcare shit, that'd be lit. Next private prison systems, we coming after y'all too. Why the fuck are there private prisons in America? We gonna have that conversation too. I can go on a rant a whole about I piss somebody up. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, fuck you, nigga.
We are making
fucking bitch. Shut your ass up, bro. You don't care until your ass got to go to the doctor, bro. I don't know if y'all are aware, but Trump is trying to repeal ACA, aka Obamacare. And one of the stipulations on it is you're allowed to stay on your parents' healthcare until you're 26. Some of you niggas is unemployed with PS4s, and the only reason you have healthcare is because you on your parents' shit. So if they get rid of that shit, I bet you gonna care then. You gonna end up go to the doctor. You're like, oh, sorry, you don't have what? I'm on my parents. No, you're not, nigga. Trump repealed that shit. I bet you gonna care now. Stop talking about this shit, TV. I am a 34-year-old man. Y'all should be more concerned about these Twitch streamers and these YouTubers who are 30 plus not talking about real world shit. That's what you should be concerned about. Like, damn, nigga, you're 32. Still screaming in a COD lobby. Like, God forbid you show a little bit of empathy. You know, people didn't even know Obamacare and ACA were the same thing. Yeah, you're 36. Yeah, they didn't know. They didn't know. But that, I mean, that's the brainwashing of America, right? They use certain trigger words to get people mad because when you hear the word Obama, especially Hussein, it triggers a certain racist group and then they just hate it automatically. It's all, and that's why I said it's us versus them, and people got to wake up to that shit. And I think the United Healthcare thing is a turning point. I'm hoping because at the end of the day, it's a group project. I can sit on this platform. I can sit on my my soapbox and say all this, but everybody's got to do their part. Everybody got to do their part. Yo, is Hokage HQ an official YouTube stream? Yeah, it's mine. That's mine. It is 100% mine. Shout out to everybody on the YouTube. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Being ignorant's important. Yeah, they want to keep you ignorant. But I'm not going to keep you. I love the real world talks you have on the stream. I appreciate it. I'm not going to keep y'all ignorant on what's going on with the Avatar video game. I know that was a crazy pivot, right? For those unaware, there was an Avatar AAA game announced a few months ago that's being produced by Paramount Games. And since it was announced, we haven't heard anything else about it. But I came across this video on my TikTok For You page, and I have not seen anybody talk about this. I didn't see any articles published on it. I guess it was just an interview one of the developers did, but I didn't really see anybody pick this up. And I thought I'd play the clip. Yeah, The Last Airbender. We got some information on the game. Just a few details. I thought it was pretty cool. So I'd share it.
We are making AAA open world action role playing game. PC, console, next gen, big, epic, big budget game that we dreamed. So it's Ice Wars is the working title. We'll figure out what that is. So we're working with a great studio called Saber Interactive. Drop you into the world. You get to create your own bender. You can be whoever you want. We're not going to tie you down. Set 7,000 years ago. It's an original story. Find yourself as a new avatar. There'll be a new villain. You discover who you are in this world and you go on a journey, right? And we're early, right? We're just in development. We'll share a lot more, obviously.
What year are we talking?
I would say 2027, 2028.
Okay.
There you go. He just gave a bunch of details. 2027, 2028 is what they're shooting for. Full-blown action RPG. You'll get to play your own created avatar. And there will be a new original story and villain. So basically, I like this because this means that gives them a lot of creative freedom to work within the universe. Basically, the only rules they have to adhere to is what the avatar is, what it does, and then the 4 nations and their abilities. But after that, they have pretty much creative freedom with this game, which gives me hope that it could be decent. It could be decent because they don't have to worry about. If they would have did a game that took place during Avatar Aang's timeline or Korra's, then you got to sit there and fit into the storyline and make it work in the show. Kind of like the issue Star Wars has, and that's why that shit get all convoluted. So I think this is low-key lit. I think this is a good direction. I'm excited, and I hope that they do well. I'm surprised more people haven't picked this up. I wish I could find the full interview for this shit. Fingers crossed this is coming to PS4.
Nigga, you ain't funny. Only lame niggas say that shit.
All PS4 niggas be quiet. Thank you. He said 2027, 2028. That shit is not coming to no damn PS4. I'm not gonna lie. I hope by 2028, all PS4 niggas PS4s blow up. Because if your PS4 blows up, it'll force you to get off your ass and get a job. Please. Like, I wish there was some type of ticking time bomb in that bitch. Just blow y'all shit up. Eagle-eyed fans think they've spotted the first Nintendo Switch 2 image in a new Satisfy trailer. What? Last week we saw what happened to be the first Switch 2 accessories appearing on the market in China. Everkeen one up itself. The Switch 2 rumor mill has today thrown up something even juicier. The first picture of the console. If you really squint, all this stems from the accessory manufacturer Satisfy and its new trailer for the upcoming Switch Grip, the Zen Grip 2. According to the company's website, the upcoming accessory is designed for next-gen consoles. So how else would you showcase it in a reveal trailer other than by sticking a definitely real Switch 2 in there? So basically, they're creating some type of grip for the Switch 2, and they basically posted like a glaring. It looks like a Switch. I don't know. It could just be a Switch 1, and they just glared the damn picture out. So speculation, yeah, there's no guarantee this is a Switch 2. We don't know. It could be just because I mean, who the fuck has heard of Zen Grip Z? Sounds like a controller for the Dragon Ball universe. That sounds like a controller designed by Bulma. Nobody's heard of them. This could be a way for them to get their name in the conversation. So I would take this with a grain of salt. Yeah, it could be AI generated. We don't know. And they're not gonna come out and say, oh yeah, that's definitely Switch 2. They're getting in trouble. They'll definitely get in trouble. Speaking of people in trouble, Power World update changes some Pokemon-like throwing mechanics following the Nintendo lawsuit. According to the latest patch notes that went live November 29th, monsters in Power World will no longer be called to battle by aiming and throwing the POW spears that contain them, but will instead simply appear alongside the player when summoned. That's the update. Why? Because, the lawsuit concerns that the Pokeball throwing mechanic and Pokemon riding mechanics, for which Nintendo and the Pokemon Company owns patents for in Japan. So they're basically changing mechanics in the game. Now it will just randomly appear out of thin air. How do you copyright throwing? They copyrighted the Pokeball. Like you could copyright that because technically that's like a piece of technology and like a very specific idea. I can see how that gets copyrighted. My thing is like, why? And they had spears like Pokeballs too. Why change it from a spear to randomly appearing? Why not just create something else? Like, why not make it come out of like, I don't know, make it shoot out your gun or something. I don't know. Shoot out of a cube, shoot out of a fucking BBC or something. I don't know. They could have did something else besides just make it randomly appear. That seems like a lazy kind of cop out. Nintendo literally are some glasses on the nose ass niggas. I think this lawsuit is petty, especially because this game has already kind of died. It has like a very small fan base. Like, just leave them alone at this point. A piece of fictional technology. I mean, they got Pokemon merch though. You can buy real Pokeballs. Maybe that's why that's how the patent still kind of stands up. I don't know. A tablet, yeah, you could have did a tablet. You could have called them on the phone or something. Could have did like a watch and it beams them out. I don't know. They could have came up with something more creative.
Someone just raided you.
Yo, shout out to JG with the big raid.
When your viewers are going to get some raid because I know y'all live with roaches.
Shout out to JG with the raid. Other quick bit of news. All this is quick bits, by the way. TNT Sports is partnering with NBA 2K to blur the lines between the video game and the real NBA experience. It actually started tonight with the Bucks Magic's game, but that's already over. Jalen Suggs went crazy tonight, scored a lot of points for me in fantasy. And then OKC Mavs game, I think that one's still going on right now. Fuck SGA. I got somebody I'm playing against. I got SGA on their team. Fuck him. So during the broadcast, if you activate this mode, now NBA 2K controls and buttons and greens will appear.
Thanks for the follow.
I'm not gonna lie. Not only is this not cool, this is kind of concerning.
Form of transportation.
This is kind of concerning.
That, Shadow?
Why the fuck would I want to use why would I want to see a video game UI over a real live game? If anything, this speaks to how fried people's brains are. You niggas need to see green splashes to enjoy a basketball game. The NBA has already been ruined by, because I don't know if you watch modern basketball right now, these niggas play like NBA 2K rec randoms. Everybody plays 5 out. Every NBA team, they just stand on the 3-point line. One person drives, kicks the ball, shoot a 3. That's how or they just run up and shoot contested running threes basically. And now you're making it even more like 2K by adding the controls. So I mean, if that's something you guys want to do, you know, it's there. I don't know who would pay for this, but that's why I'm not even interested in the Christmas games. I just be watching for fucking fantasy at this point. I got money on the line, so only if it was like the N1 days. Wait till they add the anime shaded skins. Yeah, they're gonna add a Karuko no basket mode to the broadcast. I hated the idea, but it's just an alt cast for 2K niggas. They did something similar for football, but it's nowhere near this much clutter on the damn screen. They ruined the damn game, bro. They ruined the game. Take this with a super grain of salt because I'm not familiar with this account. One of the largest anime news pages on Twitter. I'm not familiar with them. I don't know how reputable they are, but this showed up on my For You page. According to this account, Atlas Metaphora Refantasio TV anime adaptation is reportedly in talks for production. So if you're a fan of the game, don't be surprised if some point next year or a year or two, a Metaphor TV show is announced. I think this is possible because if you play the game, the cutscenes are already anime. Very well animated, by the way, very well produced. So I think this is more than possible. Yeah, and they did a Persona show, so I think there might be some merit to this, but I'm not familiar with this account, so I would take it with a grain of salt. Just a quick tidbit. Keep a lookout on that one. And then last but not least, certainly not least, we got some really sad news from my comic book fans out there. Probably some of the worst news that you've heard in a while. Sony's Spider-Man the Villain spin-off universe is officially dead. Let me repeat that. Sony's Spider-Man villain spin-off universe is officially dead. Kraven the Hunter will be the final film in the Venom universe. That means no more Madam Web, no more Morbin time, no more Venom, no more Kraven the Hunter. Y'all know that this means that end credit scene in Morbius, where Morbius gets to meet the Vulture, is never going to pay off, right? The end credit scene at the end of Venom 2, when he saw Peter Parker at the end, and it was Tom Holland's Peter Parker, it's never going to pay off. I didn't even see Madam Web, so I can't tell you anything about that. I can't tell you anything about that movie, and I'm never going to see it. And fuck Kraven the Hunter, bruh. The fuck? I'm not seeing that goofy ass shit. Fuck these movies. They all suck, nigga. Anyways, let me go to the sub box and see what's going on. I'm changing my account real quick. Real quick, fast, in a hurry. Let's see, Black Hokage. What's this? Kids apparently really like Venom for some reason. My nephew. Kids like anything. That's all that is. When they get older, they'll get over it. TDE Christmas concert, December 12th. Kendrick, SZA, Schoolboy, Isaiah Rashad, J-Rock, Absol, Dolce. Kendrick's been doing a lot with TDE lately, even though he's PG Lang. You might as well just... Kendrick might as well hit the fusion high with fucking TDE. TDPG Lang or some shit. I don't know. Oh shit. Who going to this joint? This is in 2 days. This joint in the hood. Oh shit. Oh man. Hey, who in LA? I'm not gonna lie. You can't go to this show if you scared. This shit in Watts, bruh. Do not show up if you scared. You said you going? No. The 12th is the Game Awards, nigga. I'm streaming that shit, bruh. Fuck no. I'm not going to that shit. Hopefully there's some clips posted on. What's this? Suicide Squad killed the Justice League supporter. Yeah, you're late on this. We already talked about this like 2 streams ago. This is the Game Awards. I'm streaming the Game Awards. The Game Awards is always a good chance to grow. People love watching that shit. Live reactions, baby. All right, we going to the show box. Knockoff Battle of Imagination official gameplay reveal. What's this? Shadow of Chroma gameplay. Space Hunters. Sin Squad. The War on Chippas. Dark Dawn Chronicles of a Doll. They might stream the show on Twitch. Okay, that'd be lit. Had to catch a replay. Motor Slice, Wonder Stars. Was there an event today? It's a bunch of game trailers. New York got Carl Anthony Towns acting different, bro. Acting like a New Yorker. I don't want to watch any more Sonic 3. Prim's Hood Cinema. Did he upload a new video? Did I miss it? What Happened in Blue Hill? Yeah, he's funny. I love him. He's funny. Shout out to Hood Prim. Sin Squad, The Farming Boy, Space Marines, Don't Kill Rumble. What's this? Wind Runners. There had to have been an event today. Do you think COD has a monopoly on FPS shooters? My friends were having a disagreement about it and just wanted your opinion. It depends. If we're talking about the FPS whole as a genre, no. I mean, my favorite FPS in the last 10 years was Doom Eternal. I know damn Call of Duty. Also, Call of Duty might seem like top dog FPS just because Battlefield has been shooting itself in the foot. But the things we've been hearing about Battlefield might be back. And then Apex fell off. Like, it doesn't have a monopoly. It's just Call of Duty is the new kid on the block with Black Ops 6. And Black Ops 6 is pretty decent. But, you know, in like 3-4 months when it runs its course, it's going to die down too. Like, I don't think any shooter has a monopoly, has a hold on shooters right now. Besides maybe Marvel Rivals. And that's a hero shooter, third person. But nah, Call of Duty definitely doesn't. It's just right place, right time. Fortnite gonna kill it tomorrow with that search and destroy or whatever that mode is they adding. Mark of the Deep, Shipping, Crow Tower, Colonel Hearts. Oh, Big Yawn. Knockoff. Sleepy guy. Don't be jumping at me, boy. Sleepy guy. Shout out to being a Black All-Star. True Mount Rushmore of FPSs. My Mount Rushmore of FPSs? That's kind of hard to answer off the top of my head. I'd probably put the original Modern Warfare 2. Titanfall 2 would definitely be there. Halo 3 would be there. No, I'd actually put Halo, not Infinite, not fucking Infinite. What's the one where everybody dies? My brain is fucking fried right now. Reach. I'd put Halo Reach over Halo 3. That was my personal favorite. Halo Reach would be up there. That's a few off the top of my head. But god damn, it's a lot of goddamn trailers. Reach, Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3 would be up there. You could put 3 or 4, depending on who you ask. I played 4 more than 3, but I know most people will probably argue 3. But you could put 4. I would put 4 up there. Damn, no Halo Infinite? Nah, never. Siege? Would I put Siege in Mount Rushmore? If I do, it would be, because I mean, you could only pick 4 for Mount Rushmore. If we're talking about like top 10 though, X Defiant. Siege might be top 10. We did play Siege from 2015 to like 2019. We played a lot. The Division is a third person shooter, nigga. Oh shit. Killzone 2? No, thank you. You had to put Gears 2. Guys, FPS stands for first person shooter, meaning first person viewpoint. The Division would not be there. Gears of War would not be there. Borderlands 2. I don't like Borderlands. Guys, come on. Yo, chat. Yo, hey, you're the second nigga to put a third person shooter in there. Hey, chat, drop 5 subs in the chat to apologize. Next topic. Destiny would never be in my Mount Rushmore first person shooters. Fuck no. Evil Dead on the iPhone. Oh shit, the iPhone more powerful than the PS4. Void. Bulletstorm. I don't know if I put that in my Mount Rushmore. It's one of my favorites, but we're talking about like the best of the best. Did you ever play Mag? Nah, but I know what you're talking about. That's the one that had the online with the 100 people in it. I didn't have a PS3 at the time. That's the reason I didn't get to play it. Let's look at this new Suicide Squad.
What can I tell you about Deathstroke the Terminator that you don't already know? Let's start with Batman.
Oh, you know what? You could, yeah. Why did I think of that? GoldenEye can go up there. GoldenEye can go up there as one of the greatest shooters. All right.
You know how that went.
Why is this shit not
down? I'm gonna tell you what came next. Spent a little time in Arkham.
Yeah, Doom can go up there.
Some healing. But the one thing I couldn't heal was my pride. I was stuck inside. Meanwhile,
Yo, this voice actor for Deathstroke is not it. And I'm not gonna lie, very rarely will you hear me complain about voice actors. But like when I think of Deathstroke, I think of a very menacing character. He sounds like a fucking cowboy. I feel like I'm about to watch some old Ronald Reagan movie.
They're joining
and fuck Ronald Reagan.
Justice League, revealing his secret identity and building a family. They say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome.
Woke stroke. So I decided. Hey, yo, pause. Yo, that sounds crazy. Woke stroke. What does that mean, dude? Oh shit. Woke stroke is a gay take on Deathstroke. And the thing about woke stroke is when he gets into a fight, if you break this nigga's armor and it falls off, it'll reveal a rainbow Speedo. It'll be like, because you can't call it a BBC because he white, but it'll be a big white cock with a fucking rainbow Speedo. That's woke stroke.
Internal force.
No, Deep Stroke would be black.
Lying on the serum.
Deep Stroke is different. He'd be black.
So I trained.
Ask your mom.
I learned all I could from the lowlifes around me. Reconnected with my own.
Yeah, BWC.
And I came out the other side of it all. It didn't matter anymore. The revenge, my vows, none of it. And that was when Amanda came.
Why does this stop playing?
Same proposal, different mission.
Somebody said mid-stroke.
Get in, kill Brainiac, get out. Simple. Or so I thought. Obviously, I wasn't going to consider my job done until I'd cut off all the heads.
Where the gameplay at, though?
So I went dark.
Went dark.
Out how to travel between Earths. Killed a few Brainiacs.
I'm not gonna lie, this makes me not want to play it at all. This voice actor is pissing me off. What is this? Cowboy Deathstroke. I don't like it. I've seen some on TikTok gameplay. The game died so fast. It's like $3 on Steam. Pass. Knockoff, The Battle of Imagination.
Cherished memories from our childhood, such as reminiscing about our favorite toys. Among all the exciting playthroughs, one question perpetually lingers. Who truly
it's a fighting game.
The strongest? Brace yourself.
Yo, this art style is pretty cool.
Is about to unfold.
80s kind of cartoon style. So I guess these are supposed to be like parodies of different 80s cartoons. Big combos and shit. Obviously that's Voltron. Who is this monkey supposed to be? They got Thundercats in this bit? I don't know. Oh, I bet that's supposed to be, what was that shark show from the 80s and early 90s? That's probably what is Lockjaw. Reminds me of Killer Instinct. Yeah, it kind of does, yeah. Street Sharks, yeah, like it reminds me of Street Sharks, him right there. And that's obviously He-Man. That's obvious. That's Ninja Turtles. That's He-Man, Ninja Turtles. I'm getting the references. This doesn't look bad. Nah, that's Conan. Oh, you think it's Conan? Coming soon. I'm not gonna lie, I would give this a try. This would be like a Steam sale game. If this is like $15, I'd try it. This got rollback though? Oh, no PS4. Oh, I feel like my PS4 can run the 80 cartoons. It doesn't look bad. It says it's supposed to come out 2024. We'll keep an eye on it. It didn't look bad. Oh shit. Why hasn't anyone thought about that concept? The possibilities are endless. That was pretty cool. Is there something more? If there's something more casual, I'll play it. That didn't look very casual. I'm not gonna lie. It's like a lot of combos. Shadows of Chroma Tower. Not gonna lie, lost interest. Those are the Mexican toy versions of 80 cartoons. What that mean? Space Hunters official gameplay reveal. You hungry? Are you hungry, buddy? Yeah, you're hungry. Sorry. I'm almost done. 5 minutes. Side scroller. Why he's squishing when he walks? Yeah, I'm not playing this. Doesn't look bad, but I ain't playing it. You never seen the Batman toy from the Mexican store? I didn't grow up around a lot of Mexicans, Ab. Since I moved to California, this is my most experience with like Mexican people, bro. You gotta keep in mind, I'm from the East Coast. Freaking, they got Mexicans a little bit down south, but on the East Coast, Mexicans ain't really out there like that. It's mostly Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, and I grew up around a lot of Salvadorians too. But yeah, I had Mexican candy for the first time like a month ago. So yeah, I just don't have a lot of experience with them.
So, the famous rat.
Yeah, all right, gameplay. Interesting. Did you have some Mexican bread? Nah. Have you tried fruit with Tajin yet? Nah. I'm not playing this shit. Like the first time I ever had real, like I've had Mexican food before, but like, you know, it's authentic. It's not authentic unless you go to a spot where they don't speak English. Like the first time I had like a real Mexican spot was when we went to San Antonio, and I remember I was shitting bricks for like a day. I was like, oh, this is a real shit. The food was good though. Okay, a little Metal Gear reference, but where's the gameplay? Oh, see, this is a Metal Gear. This is an old school Metal Gear clone. Period. I'm good off that. I will say Tex-Mex is different from Mexican food in SoCal. True. I mean, the best tacos I ever had were here so far. It was at a birthday party like a few months ago. I was like, oh my god, I had to take some of them bitches home. I'm never gonna pronounce it right. Oh, Cammy, I'm never gonna pronounce it right. I can barely read. I can barely pronounce nothing. I get constantly, you know, one of my favorite things since I moved here is the amount of times I get fucking made fun of because I can't pronounce shit, bro. Like, I don't talk like you niggas, bro. What the fuck? It is what it is, man. Just let me struggle.
If a whole life.
Dark Dawn, The Chronicles of a Dog. It was too egregious. You'll be all right.
The most beautiful moment. Childhood.
Yeah, gameplay, please.
All I know is that I'm
another survival game, first person with a shitty frame rate. Next, Motor Slice.
Motor Slice, an action-adventure game set in a post-apocalyptic.
Don't look, but SGA had 39 tonight.
Get in, eliminate the machines, and get out. Simple in theory, deadly in practice. What you're
how many turnovers?
about to see is uncut.
I gotta go look at my fantasy
levels. Follow our protagonist, P, as she parkours her way through the crumbling brutalist architecture, navigating a world where every surface.
This ain't Mirror's Edge, this is Mirror Circumference.
I think it's time, Red.
Wonder Stars.
My name is Ringo.
Again, how does this
showing off gameplay in their trailers? It's impossible for these developers.
You just have to combine the words like that.
You can't tell me this does not look like a Newgrounds premium game. Don't kill Rumble. Oh my lord. What event happened today? Was it Was it the Full Sail University Showcase today? These are some of the best games from our junior class at Full Sail University. I'm good off this too. I'm good off this too. Windrunners. Ah, the Latin American Game Showcase. And honestly, it doesn't look bad. It looks like those old arcade games, but I ain't gonna play it. I know I'm not gonna play it. Let's see, Colonel Hearts. The best one they showed is that fighting game. Have you heard of Tev's Kitchen in South Central LA? Nah. Is it good? There's this chicken spot in Inglewood I want to go to though. Is music hitting? One of our Full Sail graduates. You are so dramatic, dude. You're fine. You're fine. Get on my fucking nerves, dude.
Nostalgia reignites cherished.
Is Roscoe's any good out there? Can I be for real? I've had Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles twice. Oh, we watched Knockoff already. I've had Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles twice. It was overrated. I didn't see anything special about it. I've had way better chicken and waffles. I dare I say it was mid. And can I add to that too? Right now people not fucking with them. Apparently the owners are some Trump supporters. So like people not fucking with them. Apparently there's like a big ass Trump poster outside one of them. But the food, if we're just talking about the food, that shit was mid. I was like, yeah, I've had better chicken and waffles. Star Wars Unlimited jump to speed. Prepare for takeoff. Big yawn. Pilot your ships. Is this a game? In epic space battles. Does it stop like a comic book or something? Watch more space units. A card game. We're out of there. Voin. Dave's Hot Chicken has to be the best, spiciest chicken I've ever had. You probably haven't had a lot. Ain't that a chain? I've had it before. It's decent, but ain't that a chain? Yeah, this is a no for me too. All right, we're finna get on Dragon Age. DeVry University bangers. We're gonna get on Dragon Age. This is a I finally changed my wallpaper. Got the Dragon Age joint. Yeah, it is. We have it. I'm out there. Yeah, Dave's Hot Chicken. I've had it before. It's good, but like that shit is a chain. I've had better. Let's see. Steam. I'm trying a new Korean spot this week. Hopefully the kimchi fire. Have you had Round Table Pizza yet? Nah, where that at? I'm not gonna lie, the pizza is trash here. And you know what's funny? Me and my girl, we argue about that shit all the time. She doesn't know what good pizza is. But I met this New Yorker from T-Mobile. He was trying to put me onto some spots. I'm not gonna lie, the pizza in LA is garbage. Yeah, she's like, my standards are low. So like, it tastes good to me. Yeah, I know. Some of the worst pizza I've ever had has been in Los Angeles. Chicago has the best pizza. Half my family's from Chicago, and I know a bunch of people from Chicago. And everybody who's from Chicago tells me they don't eat deep dish pizza. Are you from Chicago? You from the suburbs? Because everybody I know from Chicago say they don't eat that shit. That's fucking tourist shit. New York pizza is the best. I would say East Coast pizza, period. Because like, and I was telling her too, I was like, the problem with the West Coast is that I realized the same way I didn't grow up with Mexicans, she didn't grow up with like Italians. The Italians are all up and down the East Coast, so it's easier to find good pizza. But like on the West Coast, it's not a strong Italian population, and that's when I realized, I was like, that's why the pizza out here trash. But because you can find good pizza in Connecticut too. All right, let me. I gotta feed him because he bothering me.
Why do people resubscribe to the idea of
Shout out to BioGreen with the sub, and then we gonna hop on again.
Only Sonic
Cleveland don't even got no food, nigga. Before I go, don't even say that. Cleveland pizza is fucking dough made of dried spit, and then they rub fucking roach blood all over the spit. That's the sauce. And then the big sausage pizza is literally cut off dinglings from Super.